It is 10:21 a.m. and I'm happy to go over a green trade, but it didn't really work out all that nicely. And maybe if I'm petty, I'll just not trade anything else if I see something that could be worth trading, just to not have a red day potentially and break that horrible red streak that I've had this month. But I did trade VORB, and this one was up previously with volume. It had an uptrend and everything, but the overall chart pattern doesn't look good. But at least most of the volume is way down here, which is better than it having a whole bunch of volume days in this downtrend. So that means that there were potentially a lot of bag holders. I did trade this. I bought this at 946, which was right here, this green candle, and that was at 665 too, so right around here. I got in it because it wasn't necessarily breaking past a downtrending trend line, which I had one right here, which was sharp, and then this one off of the top of these two candles, which was more gradual. I was still in it before it broke the line because it was looking like after it was selling off a few times, it wasn't able to break above 65. But when it actually did here, I thought this could be like a change in momentum, and I did wait until it actually broke 65, not when it looked like it was going to, and then I'm in at 65, and then maybe it fails, and then I'm cutting the trade, and it just didn't work out. So that's why I went long right here, and my risk level was the day low, which was if it were to have gone down to the 63 level and then broken it, I would have been cutting the trade. I did sell 50 shares 3 minutes later at 9.49. This was my best sell. Right here, I sold some at 67.29. In the event that maybe it was just going to uptrend like it did right here, then just sell off and continue the downtrend some more. I sold 50 more shares, 9.52. Right here, 9.52, this green candle, and that was at 66.74. So right around here, I sold some more, thinking maybe it's just going to be a top and then it might just downtrend and sell off some more, considering how unlucky I feel like I've been recently. And then I sold 100 shares at 66.71 at 9.53. Again, taking this thing into consideration that maybe it's just going to be a top and it's just going to sell off. And then I sold the rest before it broke this uptrending trend line because it just looked like it was going to. At 9.53, I sold 200 shares at 66.16, which was right around here. And yeah, it did break this uptrending trend line, but if I were to have stuck to my original risk level, which would have been the day low, I would still be in the setup. Maybe I would have sold some in the 68s or the higher 67s. And, I'll report back and go over what happens. This thing could totally try to uptrend over a longer period of time. Right now, I just see a head and shoulders, a shoulder head, and then maybe if it uptrends, makes a shoulder, then it just looks bad unless it maybe breaks this top right here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I'll make an update later as to what this one does. I might not trade anything just to not have a red day and break the streak, but that's not the proper way to do it. But at least I don't see anything else that I'm interested in trading. Okay, it is 10:43 and I'm here to call it off. Overall, I'm going to be up on a day $5 and 11 cents, and this will finally break this disgusting streak that I've had for a very long time. Yeah, and this thing offered more opportunity. And as you can see right here, I had the trade way back here, and I had my last sell at 9.53, which was just me essentially selling into this first bounce. It did do a higher low here, and then it got a little bit higher, and then it put like a double bottom, and then it actually got to the goal, which is VWAP. So let's just put in the number 71 to see what that would have been, because that actually got to the goal. That would have been like a 9% move, which is pretty cool because this is a setup that I can trade with a lot more size if I trade with more size in the future, because it is a listed stock and it does have the volume to do something like that. Yeah, this one worked out. It was this morning panic, but also like this trend line break, and my risk level was the day low breaking. And with a bit of a panic, I thought maybe worst case scenario, I'm out at 60, and I thought the highest point to be in was at 66 after it kind of broke not just the trend line but above the 65 level. That was the situation with that. this could have been something where I could have held on to this and I could have had an opportunity to sell at the goal, which is VWAP. I also need to take into consideration, which I noted right here, that all the people that I see that make it day trading, they don't have the majority of their gains with these little baby 1 to 10 minute trades. This one was about 7 minutes. Most of these trades take hours or days to develop, so I have to think more in that sense, because why do I want to, be against the odds and try to make it with these little short trades? I need to think bigger picture, and maybe I could have allowed it to, fail and break my risk level the day low, but in this case it did work out and I could have sold much more. So that's pretty much it. I think that summarized it well, and I don't need to add anything else to that.